Welcome everyone, I'm Fausto Carnevale, Italian accountant, and today we will discuss a specific topic, or to say it in another way, specific advices if you are between 55 and 65 years old and you're planning to move to Italy. I decided to do this video like any other videos because we receive a lot of requests for people who want to retire in Italy, people from everywhere. We are also receiving requests for people who are already living in Italy from for instance, United States, and they want to understand if they are doing things properly or not. Of course, for their taxes, they have a lot of taxes, of questions related to taxes, related to how to perform the compliance in Italy in order to avoid tax controls from the Agenzia delle Entrate. That's why I decided to do this video specifically for you between 55 and 65 years old. I did a video 1 month ago or 2 months ago, if I don't remember wrong, for people who were advised. I advised for people between 40 and 45 years old, and this video went very good. So that's why I decided to do this video. But I'm covering 10 years now, so this is specific for you if you are 55, between 55 and 65. I can say if you are also retiring, you're already retired, you can also take advantage of those advices. So what is the main advice? If you are in this range, in this age, let's say, I'm sure that you are already thinking at the retirement. The retirement doesn't mean that you don't want to work anymore, because you may be like us, a consultant, an entrepreneur. So being retired meaning, okay, not working maybe like 5, 10, 15 years ago, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to do nothing. This I'm just saying to you because I'm not talking in this video. I'm not advising to do nothing in Italy. I'm not advising to I'm not saying that, that's another thing, I'm not saying that you can't work in Italy as a freelance if you are retired. But the thing is, when you are 60, 65, you may have a retirement plan. You may have done one with your bank, you have one with your government. So what are the things to consider? Things to consider, in my opinion, is to check where are you from. Because, okay, we are covering people from Europe, we are supporting people from America, United States specifically, UK, Australia, Canada, and Asia. But what I'm saying to you is, if you are in Europe, you may have seen the 7% flat tax for pensioners. So you may say, okay, Fausto, yeah, but I'm 55, I'm not 70. I will go to retirement at 65. What can I do now? What can I do now? Okay, don't worry, because you can use, for instance, expatriate regime. Those are real strategies. I'm not saying theory, I'm just saying in practice. Expatriate regime, and then we evaluate what you want to do when you get 65. This is one strategy. Or, when I say expatriate regime, I'm also consider the forfait regime, forfettario. So you can work 10 years with this regime. The thing that I'm considering, in addition to what I said, is that when you are 55, 60 years old, you may have assets abroad or in your home country, because of course you've been working for 30 years, no? You may say, oh, but I can't use then the expatriate regime, the forfait regime, if I have assets abroad. Okay, first thing, remember, you don't have to close your company abroad. So you can invoice to your company, you can invoice to another company. Let's say that you are 60 and you are, okay, I have already assets abroad, I don't want to work. So, okay, in case you want to work, I'm already giving you a strategy. And sorry, I wrote here 7%, it's the flat tax for retirement, if you want to retire in the south of Italy. We did a video, check in our YouTube channel, we did a lot of videos about this specifically. But here today I'm giving you strategies. Let's say you are 60. So if you are 55, you can work anymore with those two regimes, and then you pass this. Consider one thing. Now I'm saying if you are 60, what you can do, and then if you are already in 1 year before the retirement. Okay, if you're 60, okay, and you say, I want to work, you can do as if you're 55, there's no difference. If you are getting close to the retirement age and you say, okay, Fausto, in 2 years I will get my retirement, my funds, I don't want to work. What can I do? What can I do in Italy? I have some advantages. You may stay in Italy. You don't have to declare your assets abroad. I mean, you have to declare your assets abroad, but you are not taxed on your assets abroad. I would say just pay attention of all your income. Just pay attention to declare, but of course I can't say it in 1 minute. We need to analyze in a consultancy in case. Pay attention to all your assets abroad. If you want to live only with dividends in Italy, this is the tricky part because you will pay at least 26% of taxes. So if you are fiscal resident in Italy, so pay attention to this point, to the dividends part. One thing that I would suggest is also to use the sympatriate regime, to use the forfait regime at least. Just to invoice a bare minimum to pay the rent, to survive. Survive is not a good word, I would say to be. The simple fact that you can use it means that I would suggest to use it. I mean, even if you invoice the minimum, you keep your company abroad, you can do it. This is another strategy. I'm not suggesting to live off rental properties unless you have a good structure. Rental funds, I mean rental income. Now the best part of this video is if you are 65 already. So if you want to move to Italy, you have funds, you are in Europe. I read just a comment this morning. Okay, you are in Europe, you want to move. Okay. In Europe, you can benefit directly of the 7%. It's the same thing of Portugal. You can go to Italy and your pensions will be transformed to the Italian one with this tax advantage. So especially if you have a high pensions, let's say you worked in a company in the Netherlands, you get 5,000-6,000 euro per month gross, which is a good pension if you worked in a company, no? You did your career. Now you can move to Italy, and that is the best part. You can benefit of this regime if you go to the south of Italy. Another difficult point that I want to analyze in this video is if you're from the States, what can you do? Because they tax you. Okay, I want to suggest one thing, but just don't. I mean, even this advice is here. You need to contact us because I can't say like those advices, but I'm just saying, if you're from the States, you can go to Italy 6 months, you open a bank account. You can try to live there less than 6 months. You don't communicate nothing to the Italian tax authorities, and you will get your retirement funds from the States. Pay attention. Do not scare if you want to retire in Italy, but please, you know that maybe you don't know if you're from the States, you can't, like if you refuse to be an American citizen, you will be taxed. I mean, you will be taxed anyway unless you refuse your passport. So, and we had a call with a client. He said to us, I have a private bank funds, I have government funds, they will tax me anyway. So pay attention if you're from the States and you want to retire in Italy. This is a very tricky situation to analyze. I mean, it's not a problem, but we just need to analyze. So what I would suggest is, this is my really advice, like if I had to give this advice to my parents, they are still working in their 60s. My mom is 59 actually. So try to use the benefits that you can. Then in 5-6 years, we can do something else, but try to use what you can now. Maybe I will do another video if you are between 20 and 30. So if you're young, I would really give a lot of advices. So if you have a child, maybe you can also advise him or her to subscribe to the channel. But I would say, for concluding the video, try to use the tax advantages that you can, and don't think, oh, I'm retired, I can't work. Try to work a bit. Try to invoice a bit, because you have those advantages. And at the end, we will see. This is if you are 55. If you are 70, you want to retire, wait, this is a very tricky point. But I can say that in Italy, we did another video, you have the 7% flat tax. You're from the States then, or you're from Australia, you have assets abroad, You want to move to Italy, you are 70. Okay, this is too complex. I can't really give advices here, because I would say wrong advice. So wrong advices. So this is, maybe we need to do a consultancy together. But for the rest, I hope that I give you some advices, some instruction, and some value with this video. So if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and most important, if you want to contact us, you have the possibility to do a 15-minute call with us. We don't charge anything for the first 15 minutes. It's still available. We are very busy, so we don't know when we will remove this option to do the call, because we are super busy those days. So please, if you want to have a conversation with us, please book the call. The 15-minute call is the only way to contact us. Yes, you can do it via email, but we cannot understand your situation if you're not texting us. I mean, if we don't talk, we cannot understand your issue, because it's very difficult. I mean, we are talking about taxes, meaning we are talking about money, so we need to concentrate when we talk with you. So until next time, Fausto Carnevale, ESENtaxa. Enjoy your staying in Italy.